So, two things. Number one, I am not feeling well. I have a cold. So if I sound a little different, I sound nasally, I apologize. It's not my fault. I got sick. Everybody gets sick. You know? The time you don't get sick is like if you're dead. So, I'm sick, so please, accept my apology for me sounding different, sounding weird in this video. Apologize. Warning you ahead of time. So, just letting you guys know. Second of all, tonight's episode Tonight's episode of Monday Night Raw. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. This was a slow and boring ass go home show. If this was just a normal, see what happens? If this was a normal Monday Night Raw, for example, if this was like right after a pay-per-view, you have a pay-per-view for another 3 to 4 weeks or something, I'd be fine with that. I'd be like, it was okay, I guess. But for a go-home show, and I get it, the network's practically free right now. Because it seems like every freaking week, the new subscribers get the WWE Network for free this month. Because that's how well the network has done, where you have to practically give it away for free. And I like the network. I'm not bashing on the network by any stretch of imagination. Do I wish they could put more original content in there? Yeah, damn right. But every once in a while, I wouldn't mind watching an old pay-per-view, an old Raw, some of their newer specials they got. I used to be a fan of the Countdown, but then the Countdown got really repetitive, and it was like, okay, you guys are stupid now. Some of the freaking choices in the Countdowns themselves were just like, really? But anywho, so let's start it off. You had a promo with Monday Night Raw. What a surprise. But believe it or not, it wasn't an Authority promo, so I guess that's some originality there. I think you got. So you had. See how nasal I am? I can barely do that. Yeah, John Cena. John. That's something that Nikki Bell and Seth Rollins would probably say in that exact voice. Anywho, so Cena comes out there, says the champ is here, because we haven't heard that for the last 10 freaking years. Okay, so he hypes up Money in the Bank with his match against the NXT champion, Kevin Owens, of course. Another rematch of champion versus champion, neither title being on the line. Excuse me. So after you get sick and you watch Raw, you get tired real quick. Anyways, so, basically, he's going to overcome the odds, blah, blah, blah. We've heard the same mistake after God knows how long. So, anywho, Owens defends the NXT Championship against Neville next. And, Owens basically interrupted Cena's Open Challenge, US Challenge, and Neville accepted Owens' NXT Championship Challenge. So you have Neville versus Kevin Owens. Of course, Neville, former NXT champion. Owens. If this match got a little bit longer, I'd say it was a pretty good match. I think it was an okay match just because of the length it got, due to the lack of length that they got, because it was a pretty short match. You think maybe that they would have got more time, but I guess Vince's not a huge fan of big guy Owens versus Mickey Mouse, Hobbit, midget Neville, so. And then people always says, oh, you hate Neville. I never said that, alright? I'm actually a fan of Neville. I think Neville's a really good talent. To me, when he goes on the mic, I want to shoot myself in the head, almost like a Roman Reigns promo, but hey, when that guy flies and does his thing in the ring, I go, wow. I'm speechless. So, anyways, these two had their matchup. Owens retains. And then Cena was out on commentary, because that's what we want to hear. John Cena on commentary. Yeah. You're not out of touch, Vince. Sure, let's go with that. And basically, Owens and Cena both pose with their championships. Yay. Because Cena's not going to win at Money in the Bank. So that, like, a freaking Battleground, we get some gimmick match between Owens and Cena, and Cena wins. Oh, God. So next you had, oh my god. And I'm just gonna skip the segments or promos because to me, whenever WWE does a particularly a Raw, whenever they do a promo or segment, it's boring as hell. I'm sorry. These segments weren't even that great. And just, anyways, Paige wasn't even there tonight. Okay, Paige is your number one contender. The crop at Paige is your number one contender, and she's not even there in the go home show. If she was selling an injury, that's one thing. If hell, she was making a movie, that's possibly one thing. But what the hell? What's she doing? Freaking becoming a groupie for freaking A Day to Remember because her boyfriend Kevin Scaff is on the freaking tour bus? Like, goddamn. Oh, I don't want to picture that. Anyways, so random heel turn. Like, you just turned freaking Big Titty Wonder Woman Divas champion Bella freaking heel along with her sister Brie Jobber Hippie Bella. And now all of a sudden this week they're turned face to face Summer Rae, who's a heel, just so at 6 days, or 6 nights, at Money in the Bank, Nikki and Brie could be the heels again so that Nikki could defend her championship again, because we haven't seen that before, against Paige for the Divas Championship. The consistency of this company when it comes to Divas Division is like me freaking, I don't know, trying to go 3 to 4 hours without thinking of food. I don't know. That's just me. Alright. Anywho, so next you had, oh my god, this Money in the Bank promo. This is the way you build up the Money in the Bank match. Roman Reigns, bitch, baby girl. Gotta give me a live mic. Yes, because that's what we want to see. Roman Reigns having a live mic. Freaking talking over the freaking live promo. So Dolph can come out there and Kane can come out there. And randomly R-Truth comes out there who's not even the freaking match that I'm aware of. What the hell is wrong with this company? Oh my god, what do they do? They're like, hell, we can't have Sheamus and Orton talk. Oh my god, who's in the back? Yo, Truth, come over here. Just randomly come out here. Come on, let's go. Like, what the Speaking of Sheamus versus Sheamus versus Orton, excuse me. Yes, Sheamus fella, the long lost Pirates of the Caribbean fella. Versus... See how nasally? Shit, I can't even do that song. Anyways, you had Randall Keith Orton versus Sheamus. And they just did this match last week. Jesus freaking. Anyways, I don't get Sheamus and Orton. They're both very good talents. Orton, let's face it, as many times he became world champion, he's a good talent. Sheamus, he could be a good talent. Why the hell can they never have a good match with one another? I don't understand this. The logic, it's like, they just can't have that chemistry in the ring. I don't know why. Anywho, maybe they should be like buddies. Because it seems like whenever like real life buddies, like, face each other in the ring, they have good chemistry. Just, yeah. Anyways. Sheamus wins by DQ because Orton tosses a chair at Sheamus, lol. So, freaking Orton's face psychotic rage temper gimmick is back. Yay. As long as it doesn't come on promo and says, my name is Randy Orton. Because those were the days. Okay, so you have backstage segment J&J Security talking with Rollins. Basically, long story short, main event, LOL. The world champion, Seth Rollins, long lost X-Men himself, versus Jamie Noble and Joey Mercury in 2015. They're going to be main eventing on Monday Night Raw. And just when I thought Machine Gun Kelly being on Raw next week was bad, holy shit. Anyways, so you had Dolph Ziggler versus Kane. Why did I try to go British accent there? I have no idea. Anyways, so Lana comes out on stage. By the way, as good looking as Lana is, why the hell has she not been at like ringside with Dolph if they're supposedly like a flirty couple thing? The fuck. Anyways, so you had Kane versus Ziggler. You think, okay, you know, even though Ziggler's probably not going to win because LOL, Roman Reigns, bitch, at Money in the Bank, Kane wins. Oh my god. Kane beat Ziggler in 2015. He did it cleanly too. I'll give WWE credit. They made a heel look clean. One of the very rare times to ever do that, let alone Kane winning a match. Anyways, so next you have. By the way, you can't have a Money in the Bank match without Kane apparently, because remember last year when Kane did that horrible tombstone to Dean Ambrose, like the safest looking tombstone you ever see in your life. Anyways, so we move on to Miz TV, and all you need to know is Brian Back was a guest, Al King Big Show, random title match for Big Show for the IC Championship at Money in the Bank. Yeah, I remember when we thought the IC Championship was going to get elevated after WrestleMania thanks to Mr. Yes Man himself, Daniel Bryan, or Bryan Danielson, Bella, if you want to be specific saying this. Until he had to get injured again and vacate a championship again. Pepper's Farms remembers. Anyways, so you had Los Matadores versus Eric Rowan and Luke Harper, who apparently they think they're Team 3D, aka the Dudley Boys. Because their finishing maneuver is the 3D. Don't get me wrong, they actually do a decent job of it. Unlike Velvet Sky trying to do a Stone Cold Stunner. Whore ass cunt. Anyways, you know, this was just like, okay, you're trying to build up Harmon and Harper. Good. But we're supposed to take them seriously after them jobbing for like 5 months by themselves. Okay. So next you had Big E versus Titus O'Neil. And I'm thinking, okay, well, maybe Titus O'Neil win, get a little, a little hyped for his team at Money in the Bank, primetime players. No, Big E wins. So either maybe the primetime players become the new tag team champions this Sunday, or Vince is just like, LOL, I just hate the primetime players because Derek Young's gay. Anyways, by the way, I have nothing against gay people before anyone thinks, oh, you hate gays. No, probably Vince does, but not me. Alright, to me, it's like, if you're gay, be gay. I don't care, as long as it doesn't affect me. Alright, YOLO. By the way, they announced Tough Enough, the 40 participants, and the only one I recognized was Big O. You guys remember Long Island IZ's Zack Ryder's buddy? Oh, Vince is gonna have a boner with him, huh? Freaking big, tall, muscular guy who barely can move around. My God, the Big O. Yeah, wow. That's what I wasn't thinking of. Because you know how Vince has a boner for that fitness. Anyway, speaking of boner for fitness, Roman Reigns versus Kofi Kingston. And surprisingly enough, not surprising that Roman Reigns wins, because LOL, gotta make Roman look strong. Reigns wins by the Superman punch, not by the spear. I'll give WWE credit for trying to go a different route there with the finishing maneuver, but alrighty. Next we have, oh boy, the main event. Again, 2015, we're seeing Joey Mercury and Jamie Noble main event Monday Night Raw. Taking on Seth Rollins, the world champ. By the way, Dean Ambrose was gone for the whole of the night until the main event. Because Roman Reigns is like, oh, I got a chair for my buddy here. Dean Ambrose. So Dean Ambrose comes out, popcorn, Mardi Gras beads, and of course the World Championship. Now, it seems like I'm ranting about Dean Ambrose. I don't hate the guy. I don't dislike him. I think he's a good talent. I think that he's good in the ring, he's good on the mic, yada yada yada. But enough with this comedy, goofy, prankster gimmick. This is retarded. This is a guy who literally in FCW / ZCW was basically, you gave him the Joker gimmick. He was psychotic, crazy, and he didn't care what the hell he did to you as long as he put pain on you. And now he's, putting ketchup and mustard on people, basically doing Slam Time Live for all you 90s fans out there like me would know. He's, pouring popcorn on freaking Seth Rollins' head, and it's just like, this is so freaking corny. Like, I'm sure Dean's happy because he's getting a big fat paycheck from WWE, and, I guess Canadia's own freaking titty mastering freaking Renee Young herself, but shit. And then above all, you have your heel world champion lose to Jordan Mercury and Jamie Noble. Clean. And he Rollins takes the championship afterwards, and then gets hit with the dirty deeds, and then Ambrose takes it back. Which once again, I keep mentioning week after week after week after week. I'm sorry I sound like a broken record, but it ticks me off that you have your world champion, your heel world champion. You can't make him look, pardon me for Roman Reigns, but you can't make him look strong. Not even for like two or three straight weeks. No, you gotta make him look like pussy heel. And I know what you're gonna say. Oh, this just means that Seth Rollins is gonna win at the pay-per-view. Yeah, probably. Just so that when WWE can milk this match one more time at Battleground, and then being like, I don't know, a street fight or some shit. So that at SummerSlam, when Brock Lesnar comes back, guess who's dropping the title to frickin' Lesnar? Yep, Seth Rollins. And then we get to have that part-time champion all over again. And by then, Roman Reigns is obviously going to win the Money in the Bank match. Which, by the way, it's going to be pointless because Vince already has a boner for Roman Reigns. So he's probably going to get a World Championship match even after or even before he would even win the match, hypothetically speaking. I mean, the guy main evented WrestleMania just this year. So, that'd be a waste. Could give it to Sheamus. Sheamus has never won it, but, yeah. I guess that makes too much sense, right? So, Reigns is probably going to cash it out of, like, Survivor Series or some shit. And then, Lesnar does whatever until, I don't know, you give him some random opponent at Mania. Then what? So, it's just sad, again, that this company can't make a young heel world champion look strong. And as much as I'm a fan of The Miz, that's one thing I hate about The Miz's world title run, is that, the only real guy he faced cleanly and won was old-ass Jerry the King Lawler. I mean, give me a freaking break. Anywho, that's it for me. This Raw, for regular Raw, I'd give it a pass. Passing grade, but as a go-home show, to me, it's a failure. To me, it's just like, WWE just thought of this, like, literally 5 minutes before the show started, and they're like, okay, here. Because this was stupid. This was a bad Raw, in my opinion. A bad go-home show. Now, will Money in the Bank be good? Maybe. I don't know. We'll have to see. I can predict it easily, though. But then again, I've been predicting this company easily for years now. I don't know if you guys remember James Carter TV, otherwise known as The Wrestling Guy 09. Around WrestleMania time, he was asked by, Chase Oliver 68, who I'm sure a lot of you guys know, buddy of mine. Chase asked, James, he asked him, what his predictions, and he got about, I'd say, 99.9% of his predictions were right, and he hasn't even watched the product in like a year. Over a year, actually. That's how predictable this shit is now. Anyways, guys, hope you guys enjoyed this Raw review. If you want to follow me on Twitter, link down in the description box. If you want to subscribe to this channel, which you probably should, subscribe down below. And, well, that's it for me. Hope that Money in the Bank's a good show, because this sure was not a good show. And, yeah, it's kind of a shame. Because, again, I've said this before. WWE has all the talent in the world. They actually do have pretty good talent. I'm not just talking about NXT. I'm talking about the main roster themselves. It's just, you have to give the talent something to work with. You need to give them a creative angle. You need to give them a story. Without a story, there's just like there. No offense, but it's like freaking Ring of Honor. It's like, you don't give them a story. Oh, I'm the best in the world. Let's go fight best in the world. LOL. I know I always say that joke, but seriously, you know it's true. Freaking TNA. Fuck TNA. Anyways, that's it for me. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm out. Peace.